Obuna Emotomo here in the UK. Umuge, Umuamu Obodo Ibo, Hana Anachi Azu. They are not going back to Nigeria. Eba Kafage, Biaga no Munye Ludi in this country. They are here. They are not going back. So, Nsege, what investments are you making for your children? Umuge first. Zoto Lord Emma for yourself. If you have another money, buy another one. You know, like George said, it will go from this one.
Are you saying, Mr. Preacher, that now?
Yes.
Only Igbo no obodo Igbo may invest no obodo Igbo no UK. Happy go to Nigeria for now.
Yes.
May God invest me secure go the future of your children na UK. Happy go back home. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Merije, Uboloneki in a June. George, how many times do you go to Nigeria in a year? Maybe once? Maybe twice? So you go and build this mansion in the village. You got twice or once, you come back. What does that mean? You are just doing it just to answer that name. Now you will in the village. That is vanity. Not in this age and time. With a man on a mission, a man on a purpose, a man on fire will be making those mistakes. It's wrong. Omoge, you have to secure the future of your kids here. You can even with the right information, you can have 4 houses. Where the one Yoruba man, he has bought homes for all the children. Yes. Everybody. And the last girl works in my office. She earns nothing less than £90,000 a year. She is a controller. Mary Jane Gwagina, some young boys who came as apprentices in my workplace. They were born here. Papi Andi Yoruba, who were like 3-4 houses. Like George explained, he wouldn't go from this house after 3 years. Mary Jane, when people talk about mortgage, 30 years, he changed down there for 30 years. After 3-4 years, he made appraisal of what your property is worth. Open Ezoro, this house, 140,000. After 3-4 years, he bought estate agents to appraise the house. I said that your property is now worth 180,000. You now have 40,000 pounds equity. Esifana each will 20,000 pounds on that property. How can you get that 20,000 pounds? The tenant cannot acquire the mortgage. He will need that 20,000 pounds. Make another deposit on another property. It take another tenant. Mary J. Moas again. Equity nzoro from my property. These are things I speak when it's on investment about myself. Well, 2017, well, 30,000 pounds from my property. Nzoro na Guzape in Abuja. Anybody here that's in Abuja, please, you can type in the comment section, how much does land cost in Guzape in Abuja? How much does land? Unzorea, 30,000 pounds. Then the exchange rate translated to 14 million. In Nigeria, December. And a young can make I say, like, look at it, 300 million. Just keep putting it there. They were asking me to sell for 250 million. I refused. So how did I get it? It is from the property I have here. Then 3 years ago, my cousin, and said, do you know what? My Tama 2 is going to be the new money. Ngwelo from my other property, loan 20,000, draw 20,000 pounds from there. Ngwelo 50 million so this land in my Tama 2. Mary J asked them, my Tama 2 now, the land is nothing less than 120 million.
In my Tama 2.
Yes. If you are in Abuja, you are 916 here. If you are in Abuja, just put it in the comment section. My Tama 2, how much is land? Okay. I'm not talking about my Tama 1, my Tama 2.
Okay, before we continue, please, if you want more of this, or you can reach out to the preacher or Mr. George. Also subscribe. If you are enjoying this conversation, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. We'll be bringing you conversations like this. So, the preacher, going forward, let me ask you a question, the preacher
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Real estate in Nigeria and real estate in Western world, what are their differences aside from the currency? What can you hear with the differences?
Magwagi, real estate in the UK is, I know about the United States. I used to buy properties in the US. Uncle Cerezo property in the US 2018. All right? But in the UK, it is good. But in Nigeria, there are places that real estate. You know one thing about real estate in Nigeria? You must be a good prospector. You have the sense to forecast where the place where you invest less and your property is going to rise within the next few years, especially areas where they haven't put infrastructure. You know that as soon as they open that place up, wham, you are blessed. So when you look at people buying places in Lekki and all those areas, all right, you want to invest in Nigeria. Abuja is safe. You buy like in Maitama too. You buy in Guzape if you can afford it. You buy in Wuye if you can afford it in Wuye. Yes. Merije, in no distant time, that property is going to jump. Somebody asked me how much is 30 million now. 30 million now is about 60 million. You that asked me 30 million, that I invested 30 million in 2017. All right? Well, 30 million is 60 million. But they are offering me 250 million. I said, no. Hopefully that is where I'm going to build my own house. So real estate in Nigeria pays. Real estate in the UK pays. You can, if you are a young man, a Batankofu in the UK, follow the people that have the right information. So far now, you with little you invest, you use that foreign exchange. Now that the foreign exchange is working in your favor in Nigeria, £1 to about 1,900 naira. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yes. Investing, if you want to invest in Abuja, get the people who know where the best place to invest in Abuja. This Maitama 2 now is a very good place. Moache Zoro, another one soon. Because Moamana, I just been watching, they put it out that Wike, they have said they're going to open that place up. Because in the one at that place, but all these big politicians, former presidents and all that. Once her mobilize a contractor on site that had a building infrastructure, all the land there will just jump like this.
One of our sister, Birahion Abuja, Anambra State, the lady Megofma, you know, and when last time I was here, I said that now real estate in Abuja is another oil money. That yes. You might be doing it in the east and you are not making money, but you into real estate, especially in FCT in Abuja. Within 2 years, always.
Mary J, as I'm here, let me put it here. I have a hotel I have been mandated to sell. Before I left Nigeria in 1998, I was into real estate. Egonje travel from Nigeria. I made it from real estate. I had money. All right? Now, this hotel is selling for 9 billion. Mary J. I have the telephone
or the possible sir. Hotel now hotel big hotel na Nigeria for 5 billion naira. 1 million
Mary J. Land. Mary J.
Or the possible.
Mary J. Land in Guzape 15 billion. Land. Anna. No building.
Chineke bare kwensumba. That means when I land in Nigeria, this is expensive.
Please, UK. If you are in the comment section, put like 10,000 square meters, Guzape. How much is the land? 10,000 square meters land. How much is it? You will get that 12 billion.
That means the preacher.
something like
It's okay. I want to ask you something, sir. That
yes.
means some places in Nigeria, they are the more expensive than Obodo Yibo Western world.
Yes, now let somebody dey Kwebe, land is very expensive in Enugu. Yes, you have land that's 100 million in Enugu. This I know very well. In Enugu, 100 million. Because Abo, where I come from, I'm from Abo. There's land in Abo for 90 million. You won't believe it. 90 million.
Somebody type me. Also na it no whatever the most expensive place na Igbo, followed by Enugu. Also na Udenwa Estate, when I land 1 billion naira.
They're not joking.
And also na ono kwa n'ime city. Also here was a sketch of city. 1 billion naira.
Mary J, once I get a buyer, I am flying into Abuja. Muji everything for this hotel. Hotel that opened in 2021, 9 billion. Only if I sell this hotel, I'm entitled to 10%. 5% from the seller, 5% from the buyer. How much is that? If it's 9 billion, that's 900 million. That's real estate. That's real estate. So, onye na-asị na real estate is not good in Nigeria. No, it depends on where you live. Mary J, when I return to Nigeria, and it's very soon I'll be in Nigeria by God's grace, I will return. I'll be in real estate, Mary J. I won't be doing anything. I don't need an office. I'm not going to pay. The boss quarters of my house will be my office. I'll just make all my calls, contacts. I just drive my car. When I'm talking about a property that is 5 billion, you go no say I can handle 5 billion. Yes.
Mana ka otu mmadụ shall solicit for support and inwete buyers. Oh, somebody can have all these properties, but he discover buyers gbashirika war problem. For example, now, isi na inwe ala na-ere 200 million naira. Mana ịchọta onye ga-ego ya, ọ ga-adị like this.
That's not true. Mary, that's not true. I won't tell you how many I have sold. Mary, that is not true.
But go you're from TikTok or website TikTok. Can you want to get the contact?
No. Mary J, no. Mary J, my mates are these senators, members of the House of Reps. Former chief of defense staff was a year my junior in the same secondary school. Former chief of defense staff.
But again, on air related, Tina. Mainly there's something different.
First number die like this. Hello. I am the coordinator of my secondary school in the diaspora. I'm the coordinator everywhere outside Nigeria. I have every number. It is that esprit de corps. We are secondary school mates.
That means the preacher, onye nwa ya ti ihe nwa ya na quality school. That means one of the places eji enwete contact ndị gbashiri ike through school location enwete this contact because I have two people. It was the second person bịara here say that na ebe o shi nwete contact dị otu awụ na school. That means ebe she build contact wo school old school. It's all old school boys.
Old school boys.
So I want on TikTok from school.
It helps from old school boys. You see, I will call somebody that I have this or say I know who can buy this. Onyem the link. Only one woman no into real estate. Again be Nigeria before I left Nigeria. So all visited London. Okay, also know with this and say I know who will want this. Nye the contact. Mo chefwo then nye the contact. Onya approach the person, has zero the property. One day, I'm on the phone. I said, preacher man, because you told me your account number, because can you give some, because they contacting you and I sent my number to her, and she just put some good money in my account. It is contact. If I am in Nigeria now, the people I'll be talking to, some of my classmates are retired army generals. Some are retired DIGs. Yes. It's my mates that are there now, like governors. Yes. Motherfucker akpa with this. I'm being honest. Ha ga-azụrụ this thing. Onye nnobi ya na Nibo.
That means enwere ndị dọwụrụ ego na-achọ ebe ha ga-emefu ya, because most of one of our sister no Canada ọ gwara m sị most of ndị na-ego this kind of land wụchakwa ndị nọ Nigeria. Unfortunately, most of them wụcha ụmụnne anyị ndị kenụcha Nigeria no hardly onye n'obodo oyibo ebupụta 500 million 400 million na ọ na-ego ala bupụta ya in block. Most of ndị na-ego ihe awụ ndị nọ Nigeria ọwụ eziokwu.
It is true. Ego the Nigeria, Mary J. The money in Nigeria is mind-blowing. Ego adero obodo oyibo. The real money is in Nigeria. When you walk in the circle of these people, you can get the money. I'm telling you. The real money is in Nigeria. Oh, with this guy say, Nobia, December na Nibo. This guy auto 5 duplexes. Each is 600 million in Katankwe extension. Katankwe extension. Only one man is 600 million. Oh, then remaining 4. Ofunwanya batasian ncho the 4. Osia boy, you know, unwen sobu. I got convinced this man to sell that one to me so that I can own all of them. I convinced the man. The man said, "I get 700 million." I said, "I'll buy you one." Or Zoro the 4 of them. Thank you very much for the gift. One woman, Zoro the 5 duplexes. People Diego.
Okay. Madam Ugo, thank you for appreciating. Omegen kataye na akpa enjoy. Ye nyani gift. Thank you so much. The preacher, so LA here with the best bait for our people. Obodo Igbo or Nigeria.
Mary J, everybody will not live abroad. Everybody will not live in Nigeria. Or if you know be what you want to do. Somebody that can more make it up my mind. One day, I was doing real estate business and I was publishing the Abuja Yellow Pages, now called the Nigeria Yellow Pages. Mobido that in 1992 in Abuja, the first directory in Abuja.
Abuja Yellow Pages.
Yes, Google it. It's called the Nigerian Yellow Pages now. Operates in 16 states in Nigeria. Nigerian Yellow Pages.
Can you hear what the objective of that Yellow Pages? Can the objective establish?
Business directory. Open batobodo nkofo in a cho any office, in a cho any link. It put the directory. He waited the address and the telephone number of the office. People that
means your contact with this thing. All them ke ibago mborogo na Abuja. That means he can with a link. He can with a contact from Abuja.
That is my home. Listen, about this thing, Google this GPS found a user in Nigeria. GPS. Google the Jeep those locations from my company. Hako in dollars. Google Zoro, the location of all this is called geocoded information. So before Nyefana, this address is this place, I will send my people to get the geocoding of the office, the longitude and latitude, and we have the data bank. I read this thing to Google. Google has 34,000 units every quarter from us. Yes. Mary J, look, let me tell you something. You know, I tell you sometimes I don't like to talk about myself. I like to be very private. I tell them can't put that somewhere. So, because, you know, but when I come to your platform, I tell the first time, you know how me and you go, I say, I don't talk about myself.
Tell them to subscribe to my channels, all my social media channels. I think it will go a long way.
I am a natural salesman because for me to do the Yellow Pages, you need to buy adverts from me. All Mona read the advert to pieces in Nigeria that time before I left. So I know 1,000 here, Bikono. Merije na-eme ihe ọma to everybody. He's bringing you good content. I know now, some of you are going to DM me, you are going to DM George Ekene. You want to buy property in the UK. And I said to you, opening with our uncle in Nigeria, Ojiego, say bata UK. The Azoro property.
enwere other intellectual questions. Ịma adịkwa m tricky with the questions adịkwa mama. Enwere ihe our brother post through. Ọ nọ na City Boy. Achọ m ịkpa. Enwere post o mere today or yesterday. Gị ihu ya with the car. Ọ nọ na Abuja post all those things. You know, somebody has said that na efulefu anụ ọhịa. Look at the Igbo person na onye ara. One guy I reply the person say na this person is making way for his generation and generation to come. Nna ajụ sị onye ọbụla nwa afọ Igbo dị smart o kwesịrị ịchọ everything, o kwesịrị ime everything possible not illegal iji secure his generation. Ya wuru to align with the north. Ya wuru ịma ndị business the people they very tribalize akwa ha na-akpa ha na-eme tribalism. Business people, entrepreneurs a na-eme tribalism. Entrepreneurs don't do tribalism. So onye ọbụla nwa afọ Igbo chere ịgafe a o kwesịrị ịwepụ tribalism like a kind of align with other people in order to secure his generation. O kwesịrị ịdị like that. Sorry to ask you this question.
Obunebo, a serious businessman, there is the mantra to succeed in business. There is no permanent friendship in business. It's only permanent interest. Interest. What is your interest? Obun onye Hausa ji your interest, you meet onye Hausa. Who cares? If it's onye Yoruba, who cares? It's your interest you are fighting for. We're not in business. We're not there to do friendship. We're not there to do alignment. It's interest. My interest is to do business. My interest is to patego. And I have to, even Onyausa can just do it with me. I'll get the money.
Come jog a dangerous question. Yeah. This question, actually, may announce no got the dangerous. You might not like it. It's a Delta state. From Abo. Enwonye putaga Senate from under APC from Abo, from Delta State. Yabia solicit support from you. And the man chances you win the high. He will take any support. You no need ego ne. Can you do it? Actually, exam this one, sir. Actually, exam this one.
Merije, since
because him jog ya another fastest way to make money is to sponsor somebody that want to contest election known a very strong party. People na-eji ya enweta ezigbo contact. Ihu onye chiri win otu enwe onye pụtaga senate na from maybe Anambra East. Ya wuru na ọ nọ na party ma na oge win. Sponsor ya gị na ya reach agreement. Ya win ye, ị nwere your own percentage. So him ji jog say enwere onye ị ga sponsor onye pụta need such help from your place. Will you sponsor the person?
Do you want the real truth or you want me to...
I want the real truth, sir.
Okay, I'll give you my truth. Nigeria, aburo ebe people name politics. Politics in Nigeria, aburo politics, is evil, it is nasty, it is brutal, it is dirty. No rules. All right? So, only two politicians. I was telling somebody yesterday, you may like it, you may not like it. I have never, as a 60-year-old man, registered with any political party in Nigeria, but I did in December. I am saying I am registered with APC. Yes. Why? Listen, I am learning. When you live in a jungle where there are no rules, all right? Everybody becomes a king in that jungle. It's fight to finish. The politics in Nigeria does not have rules and regulations. Unfortunately, that's my assessment. During the last election, I was somebody who was traveling everywhere, canvassing for Obi in the US, everywhere, aligning with friends, everybody. or what happened in the end. If you go to my dear, you will see one video I made about, and I referred to the chairman of INEC. I was very mad. And see, now, if Nigeria bo a company, would you stand up that Hachime board meeting? Would you stand up to tell them that IREV maybe there was a fault? Why didn't you test it before the election? So if everybody was ready, people traveling home to vote the last election, thinking they told us our votes will count.
So in a nutshell, so that we don't deviate, he got sponsor. Yes or no?
Yes,
sponsor.
I will. Wow. Definitely. I will. Why? Because it is a lawless place. Mary J, it's a lawless place. Opuna is a place like when they're doing election here in the UK. You don't even know they're doing election.
So he cool that now. One of the reasons businessmen just sponsor politicians, some politicians, or recently, my friend say, Bashirike, Gram that now. Businessmen on a go sponsor or somebody when a chance in winning. Sponsor ya ihe ha ji eme ya efile na ihe ji eme ya because of money. But I would na ihe ji eme ya so that ka ha nwee government link. So that can ha protect all their own business, can ha protect all their own wealth. Or also now one of the reasons.
It's there. Number two, you become a front man for this person. Everything he brings out. He can't do it himself because you have brought up your money to push him in there. Once Igane oputazi the job, it will be in this company name. Unogane meya kill and divide. You chop, yawan, he eats. Simple. It's nothing more to that. So, me, I am a card-carrying member of APC since December last year. I intentionally did it. Why? Because I am warming up to return to Nigeria. I'm not Hasena, Everybody saying politics is dirty, you leave. Obunde Kwenso that will continue to be in government. Every time. The good people say, no, nobody wants, no, it's too dirty. As the good people shy away from politics, on the Kwenso, the Amusu, they will be in government. And they will still keep doing what they are doing. And the righteous and the upright people will keep shouting and crying. So why don't you go in there to see what you can do? So I am a card-carrying member. I will be there, but I will still have my discipline somehow. All right? But when it gets to that place, SM now, tomorrow now, if they bring out money to share, if I don't take that money, I will use it to better the life of so many people if that is my philosophy of life. Whereas other people will take it and they will useless it. Why do you have to stay away? Is it their money? It's Nigeria's money. Ego Nigeria belongs to everybody. We have to be smart. Yes. I'm not ashamed to say it. Let me say this the last time. In my whole life, I have the two smartest politicians. Unfortunately, I love Peter Obi. But will he be the president of Nigeria? He may be like Awolowo, the best president Nigeria never had. Because he is too clean or somehow to be there. All right? So the problem now is when you are in a place where the terrain is evil. All right? The terrain is evil. Those who thrive in such ways that are evil will get to power. There are two people are so smart these days. How are the terrain? Chineke Dobe Fando, they have won the election, 2027. It is that anybody. I listened to the guys who came yesterday talking about politics. No, sorry. Onye na-achị obodo now, honor na power, they could shut the IREF down for him to get into power. Or Deboloze now, he's sitting there. What can he not do? So
that means the onye chegaba anyị na-agbashiri ike ọnwụ ha agwa eji ịkpụtụ mma egbu anụchara m na ọ nwechara access road to Yankee ma ihe Yankee achọrọ m isi ya n'oyibo so onye chega Nigeria na-agbashiri ike ọwụ ha agwa eji ịkpụtụ mma egbu.
My brother, onye that place na siri ike. Ihe o nidiri bụ arụsi ike. Onye ahụ nwere sense ọfụma. He is one of the smartest politicians in recent times. Quote me.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
Ashiwaju.
Oge ọ na-eme campaign that time. Ọkwa na if ọ na-ada everywhere. Ọ na-eme dị ka
Ashiwaju, strong person.
Another smart one in Nigeria is the Minister of FCT. The only man that is kneeling on the neck of a big political party. But he is enjoying the apple in a party. He is not a member. You need to be.
But the week away bad meat na a na-enye ya way ya week gbashirike. O nwere ike wuru onye ọjọọ but ọ gbashirike.
When you work in an environment that is evil, the people who are very bad, who are more evil than others, will reign. Wike is kneeling on the neck of PDP. PDP is almost dead in comatose. Meanwhile, he is the minister of Abuja in a political party that he's not a member. You don't know what he's doing? He is a very smart politician in Nigeria. So even Nakorogubu, if the terrain was good, normal good politics, they won't survive. But because the terrain is evil, unjust, wicked, these guys are mean. They know how to work it. They are smart and they will win. There are no two ways to it. Oh, anybody coming out to tell you that 2027 is a done deal? But think about it, my brother. In Oronoche, but they were able to shut
but all they were too early to predict now because of what is happening recently.
My brother,
alignment, realignment.
Bros, open our votes will count. We'll be talking. No. Nka may before but shutting down the IRF. Which one is coming next? It's going to be bigger than the IRF. That they tell you to go to court. Emma, how many houses? Go to Abuja. The houses are on a hill in Abuja, built for them judges. Specially built for them judges.
That means onye ọbụla plan ga-epụta ya pụtakwa ugbu a. Ya mewe expect na obi ga-win nke a onye a na-aghọrị onwe ya.
Yeah, just I love Robi, my brother, but he may be a president Nigeria never had. It won't work with these evil people. You can't work with them. No, you can't.
But the preacher ị na-ekwu okwu ka men nọ na corridor of power. Okwu ha na-enwe weight. Okwu gị na-enwe weight. Okwu gị na-enwe weight, sir.
Brother,
okwu gị na-enwe weight. Okwu gị na-enwe weight.
Most times, you know, the first time I told you, I don't like to talk about myself. I just hide. I am just here. There are so many people who live, I will tell you, who live abroad that are very powerful with them in Nigeria. When they find a Ziozi who live abroad, go errands for them. Everywhere. They are there. Simple. So it is not just people sitting there. Once you sit near power, you enjoy every good thing. Do you know my name? Get my name now, you begin to scream.
No, Apple. But I want him to educate lastly before Montaigne ekwu. Actually, educate one last. Please, one last thing. Enwe onye ọbụla bịara obodo oyibo na. Now, like onye ahụ na arrive na any country, not just UK, either Europe or America or Canada or even Australia. If you are to mentor that person or guide that person, whether or nwoke or one, because I need to go well experience with life generally. Ihe ga-agwa ya, steps ị ga-agwa ya. Let's assume na ị nwere somebody under your watch on a Western world. Or just arrive as a beginner. How would you mentor or guide the person to grow and become like you or even develop more than you?
Okay. Mary J, I said this thing before. I'm going to repeat it quite the thing. There are 1,200 people here. But please, before I say this, if you are benefiting, I want, look, see the tapping, 43,000 only.
Very,
How many
very,
hours?
no, very,
This
very,
is very
very poor.
poor.
Ya wuru na m na-enwe tapping like other of my colleague. Aga m na-eru 18,
No,
2000,
let us take this tapping before I say the last one I want to say. You may benefit.
And they should subscribe to my channel too.
Let's take it to 70,000. Subscribe to all Chimerije's channel, and I want people to gift him whale and money guns now. Whale and money guns. Please show love to my brother. Give him some whales. Give him some lions, baby lion, big lion. Give him money guns. We are waiting. Let's take this tap to 70,000. We are 49, going to 50. Subscribe. Chikumerije, put your details there, your handles, for people to subscribe to your handles, please. All right? I need to see the gift. Thank you for the rose, Gray. I want to see the gifts of our brother. Don't stay back. Open on your channel, something. But because no one, you get anything. Show some love, please. Just show some love. Give him some money guns. I'm going to start by giving him a money gun. Give him some money guns. Give him some money guns. Let me just recharge and just give him some money guns. So give him money gun, please. What is wrong with this, my new phone, Chineke?
Okay, so this is for subscribe to my channels, my YouTube channel. This name is my name. You can search for it on your YouTube. Follow me, and you will see a lot of things that I post there.
Come,
I use them to. I post it to also educate our people. But the preacher, no problem, no problem. Please, I just want to use this platform to educate. Not only to educate ourselves and to educate our people back home, to also guide our youth.
Thank you very much, Bossman. I'm trying to recharge.
Thank you.
I got a new phone. No problem. Can't.
Okay, no problem, sir. So after maybe I have back to the question the preacher man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So question with that now. Thank you for the gift. People that are gifting me, thank you so much. Question with that now. Enwe onye shi ba anyị bịarute obodo oyibo na ya wụrụ na if you are to mentor that person ka otu shi guide ya ke steps ohi ga-agwa ka ome so that within 10-15 years at least ya grow faster.
Okay. The thing I have always said is this: when you come to, I will use United Kingdom. Information is power. Information is power when you live in this part of the world. Ibata UK, ikudondi na-egbe igbe. You will think they will advise you that is the best they know. Ikudondi na-efe efe. They will tell you, man, this is how we made it. You will start flying like they are flying. So it depends on the people you met the first time and the circle you mingle. When you mingle with the people who tell you that, oh, doing investment is wrong. No, you got it wrong. I was mentored by a Rivers man, a lawyer, and I will forever be grateful to him. He showed me how to get on the property ladder in the UK, and he blessed me with the first property I bought in London in 2003. And from that property, I have moved on to other properties. So opening Abata, UK, look for a good mentor. Go and search for a mentor. If you move, if Obana in a Joe Tundibo, like George is now, George said, Ogara Otunde Anambra Otundimo. When you see somebody like George in that assembly, don't be afraid to meet George. Say, yeah, George, how long will it take me? This is what I do. Be George's friend. You need people, Malo who know it well to lift you up. Because only these people not bad, that they are good for nothing. When you follow them, they let you know that, no, they discourage you. And how make it discouraged? You will never move. But when you seek a good mentor and follow a mentor, The mentor will propel you to greater heights. Oga gosi gị ụzọ. George, can you confirm that? I don't know how many years you've lived here. Only the time before in the UK, ọ bụ na ị nwere akwụkwọ sef, ndị obodo anyị ga-emere gị mortgage. Ndị obodo anyị, mortgage brokers, Nigerian mortgage brokers, ijiri akwụkwọ mma ndị ofe a mere mortgage, ha ga-emere gị mortgage. Ha emere gị the thing that is self-assessment and everything. Onwe ife a ga-enye egosi, they arrange everything for you. Izuru ụlọ, but ijiri akwụkwọ. So many people that time, they ejiri akwụkwọ ha dị na nke ndị obodo, but ha nwe ụlọ. So it is information. Ị na-eso the right group. Faga gosi gị ụzọ. Ask questions when you get confused. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's better you ask the question. Kafasina is a foolish question, not a problem, than not to ask at all. So many people, if you go so because they thought the question was a foolish question, they didn't ask the question. Ask the question anyway. You will not get lost. Thank you very much.
Okay.
One thing I did. I just wanted to add one thing.
Before gị ikwu okwu, amaghị m ndị na-agba account page ma mgba. Amaghị m ndị batara na-agba my page mgba. Because I noticed m a na-agba my page mgba. Onye m ji lock comment. Okay. Amaghị m the enemies gbaga my page mgba. And yesterday enwere ihe senderela m na m gaa nka ma ajụ ekwuru m ya, agwara m somebody si ya na enwere ihe senderela m from a wave ma ajụ. Amaghị m the jealousy or the people bịaranụ na-agba this my account mgba, and which is very bad. So Mr. The preacher, achọrọ m ịjụ gị one question. Bossman, ị ga-enweta obere ndịnụ jee monte na anụgo ya for long and okwubeghị n'eti, so enwe ihe ichiri ikwu ị ga-ejidegodi ya obere. The preacher, onye ọbụla bụ a student na UK, nwata akwụkwọ ka na-aga maybe omega masters, ke ihe ị nwere ike ịgwa ya, like ke ihe ị nwere ike ịgwa ya enwe ya eme na UK to invest, ka ụdịrị investment o nwere ike ime onye ọbụla bụ a student na UK?
Obele bụ a student in the UK. Obele nwetụ obere ego. You can do online buying and selling in the UK. You can sell on Facebook. You can sell on TikTok. You can sell on Amazon. Another fast thing you can do on Amazon is this. You can go and look for where you can get cheap things. I know a lot of people name this thing, but more, I'm not somebody who does buying and selling. It's not my calling. But Mma Onye Ovim is my friend. Ogagakwa some places faneme auction or zuta this thing in bulk, then on a refer on Amazon. And on a ego. So it is sourcing those things like Obuna, one of the shops na ekpuchi na hana emechi. He will go there, look for the things, just reserve them online, buy them. He starts selling online. The thing are these are durable quality. It may be shoes, it may be bags, but he's selling them. It's with time. You begin to advertise it on all your social media handles. Ụmụ nwaanyị ga-azụkwa akpa, ụmụ nwaanyị ga-azụrụ akpụkpọ ụkwụ nke dị mma, akpa dị mma, nice perfume. Obana, if you have some little money, this is what you can do, because number one, Obana, even if you have 20,000, you can't invest in real estate. You can't, because you don't have the legal status. You need to have your indefinite leave to remain before you now law. Even these people now bata on sponsorship. Most bank equally nyefa mortgage, even if they have the deposit, until you have your indefinite leave. So you can just make yourself very visible on your social media handles. Another one that sells is perfumes. You can start buying perfume oils. Obone Malanya perfumes, perfume odema with all the oud, labdanum, and name it, all those ingredients, the one you can mix. You can order them, he make it delivery, and you have the bottles. You start bottling them and have your own label. I know a few people here in the wine who are doing it, and they take the perfumes to offices. It's on all their social media handles. Yes, in Kangara, Nigeria, I bought one from a woman just near Utako. Perfume oil. They mix the perfume. You will see all the vials are there. They mix it. You can sell. There's good money in perfume oils. Yes. It's something that you just keep making money. You have, it's not big margins, just small margins, but they all add up. The turnover in the end yields great dividends, you know. But for me, these are the things I would tell somebody. But another thing you can do too is, if you live here and you are a student in Wetego, if you have somebody in the US, a trusted person in Germany or Holland, Unwonye Chomoto in Nigeria, you can buy that car and ship to that person. You can leverage that contact. If you know cars very well, you can source cars online and go to auction sites in Europe where they sell cars. You bid for these cars. You get it cheap. You go find how you're going to ship it. You get a nice shipper. You ship this thing straight to Nigeria. You made this quick turnover. Even if you bought it for like £5,000 and you sell it for £7,000 or £8,000.